45. And then I have to let you go. Here we go. 45. 1, 2, 45 to the end. Well, I've only been, this is my 5th year working in Owego, so I've only been here for 5 years. But in these 5 years, it seems like the town and school of Owego, they're very prideful. They take a lot of pride in what they do, and they're very supportive of the arts and music, and a very close-knit community. And they were voted the coolest small town in America. So it's really a great place to work, and I think it's a really great place to live.
This is happening right now from Maryland north to New England, and this is the work of Tropical Storm Lee, which just stormed through New Orleans a few days back. Tonight, the worst of it is in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, on the Susquehanna River, and Binghamton, New York. Combined evacuations, over 120,000.
It was just a regular first day of school, and it was raining. That was all. And halfway through the day, people started to be a little concerned about the raining, and they said we were going to, release school a little early, and people started coming to pick up their kids and saying that there was some runoff from the hills or whatever. But I didn't really think anything of it. I just kept, writing my schedule for next week and tidying up the band room or whatever it was I was doing on the first day of school, signing out instruments. And then they said, okay, all of a sudden, some streets open. All teachers who, need to go right now. So I left, and I got home, and I noticed on my way home that the river was kind of high, but I still didn't really think anything of it. And, the next day it really started flooding, and I live in Binghamton, and I didn't hear anything from the Owego area for a couple of days, which made me think it was probably pretty bad. And then the first information I saw from Owego was this aerial shot of Owego Elementary School, flooded, basically, and I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be a long haul.
When I started to cry, I lost a lot of cool stuff, but I only got a couple things back. So when I heard about the flood, I felt pretty bummed out because I like school.
I kept getting reports about families of our staff and kids whose homes were being flooded, and reports that the water was rising around the school, that the water was up to 2 feet at the doors of the school, that the cars that were left in the parking lot were underwater. So we just kept getting more and more reports as to what was happening, and throughout all of that we just tried to keep thinking, how are we going to get our kids back to school? That was the big main thing. And so as time went on and we realized we wouldn't be getting back into our building right away, we tried to make arrangements, for our children to be somewhere else. And we have quite a large population, almost 600 students with our 5th grade and our UPK students. So we knew we wanted a large space for them. We had offers from different places, but they were all very small locations. And then the UE School District contacted us, I think just as we were about to contact them, about this particular building, which had closed in June and had been an elementary school for years. And it was available, and they said that we would be able to use it. Pencil or a piece of paper. There was just nothing. You had to really start from scratch. And so we got tons of donations. There were many schools and organizations and individuals in the community who wanted to donate and did. And we set up our gym as a kind of a receiving area for all the donations, and pretty much our gym was full of everything from furniture to books and supplies and clothing for children. You name it, it was donated.
No, I lost the instrument that I played, and I played the clarinet. And I was hoping that I would get it back, but I didn't.
They salvaged about 50% of our instruments our paper products didn't really make it out, like music and stuff. And the community, Tompkins County and Ithaca, donated about as many more instruments, I think, than were saved from the school. So I'd say that our inventory is half donations from the Ithaca and Binghamton a little bit area.
Music's done a lot for me. It's helped me in a couple rough spots in my life, and it's just helped me, be able to help the world. I mean, I joined Mu Phi Epsilon during the fall of my sophomore year here, and I've been able to do a lot. Mu Phi Epsilon has an emphasis on service through music, so I've been able to help out in a lot of different ways that I don't think I would have been able to help out with otherwise. So music's good because you get to help out a lot of different people. There was a lot of stuff online that I was reading about, and I was really interested in it, so I kept trying to dig up as much as I could. There were a lot of posters around the school that the music staff was putting up because of the big issue that it was to all of us. And then my friend Sarah Emery, she was student teaching there, and she put a lot of information on it on Facebook about how they needed help. And so I heard it from a lot of places, and I knew they needed help.
It was pretty chaotic. There were like curfews, and you couldn't leave. You could be driving on the roads for certain times of the day, or sometimes there's only emergency vehicles allowed to travel. The gas stations ran out of gas because they weren't able to get deliveries. It was pretty crazy. We had to go grocery shopping if we wanted supplies. We had to go that day. It was pretty wild.
Well, I know that it's very hard to get college students to donate money or instruments to anything that they don't really get to interact with. And so just going around asking for money wasn't really going to work, so I thought of something more interactive where everyone at the college could perform in. We had a lot of people perform. The concert was about 3 hours long because I really did not want to say no to anyone because I knew the more people I asked to help, the more money we would get, and it really worked.
I think music does a lot for kids these days. I see a lot of excitement in 4th and 5th grade to do something, not to read about somebody else doing something in a book. Not that reading's bad, I love reading. But I see a lot of excitement to do it themselves. Like, this is one of the first things I think they get to do. They get to be the band members, they get to make the music, and it's a very active moment in their school day for them.
I'm Katie Schoen, and I play trumpet, saxophone, and a little bit of keyboard. I started playing because I think we all need experience trying new things, and I wanted to try out a couple different ones, and she let me do them all, and it's really fun.
Like, probably we will either be building a new building, or if they say they can renovate the existing building, they would renovate that, but it would also have to have mitigation around it so that there, if the event of another flood, it wouldn't flood the way it did. It would be hopefully flood proof. So we don't know yet, and depending what is decided will determine how long it will take. In either instance, it's probably going to be a while. We know for sure that we will be here in this building again next year. So we're taking it one day at a time and making the most of what we have.